Welcome to this 40-minute full body yoga flow. Let's get started sitting on the shins. So bring your hips onto the heels. If that gives you any pain in the knees, you can just find a normal cross-legged seat. The hands are resting on your thighs. And with the next inhale, roll your shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale all the way down the spine. 2 more like that. Inhaling in, roll your shoulders up. And exhaling out. Last one, deep inhale. And full exhale. And softly closing down your eyes. Arriving fully on your mat. Fully in your body. And in the yogic philosophy, there's this principle of pratyahara, which means sense withdrawal. So it literally means to blend out anything that might be happening around you, any sounds, any distractions, and keeping all awareness inside the body and with the breath, with all the sensations that we can feel. And to connect a little bit deeper with our breathing, let's bring our hands around the rib cage so that the thumb is hooked behind the spine, the rest of the fingers in front. And then taking a full inhale in through the nose, feel how your palms are widening, the rib cage expanding. And breathing out through the nose, releasing all the air out again. Bring your palms closer together. One more like that, inhaling in. Exhaling out. You can release your hands back onto your thighs, but try to keep this deep breath going. Let's start with some gentle neck rolls now. So start to rotate your head into one direction, moving nice and slow, maybe keeping the eyes still closed to bring all awareness inside the neck. Maybe you can feel some cracks. And then softly reversing the direction, so moving the opposite way. Still staying fully present, fully focused. And now let's slowly return back to center. And with the next inhale, reaching your arms up above the head, bringing the palms to touch, and exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart. You can set an intention for your practice. Maybe coming back to pratyahara, sense withdrawal. And gently blink your eyes open, reach your arms again high up, and then lower the right palm down next to you and reach the left arm alongside the left ear. And inhale through center, over to the left palm down, deep bend in the left elbow, right arm reaches up and over. And switch, moving with your breath here, inhaling in and exhaling out, stretching from side to side, expanding long through the rib cage. And the next time that the arms are reaching up, let's twist over to the right fingertips behind the spine, left hand on the outside of the right thigh, gaze over the right shoulder, really using the contact of your left hand on the other thigh to twist yourself a little bit deeper. And now hold on to the outer thigh and reach the right arm up and over alongside the ear. And from here, bring your right palm to the outside of the left knee, rounding your spine, chin to your chest. And now keep your arms crossed, lift your head up, and either grab opposite shoulder or fully interlace your arms in an eagle bind, reaching the fingertips up, gaze up, inhale. Exhale, chin to your chest, rounding your spine. Again, inhale to reach up, and exhale to round. One more time, inhale to reach up. Release the crossing of your arms, and then let's twist over to the left. So left fingertips behind the spine, right hand on the outside of the left thigh. gaze over the left shoulder. And from here, we're gonna keep the right hand holding onto the outer thigh and reach the left arm up and over, finding a side stretch. And then bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, chin to your chest, round your spine. Keep the crossing of your arms, lift your head up, and then interlace your arms or hands onto the shoulders. And inhale, reach up, fingertips up. And exhale, elbows down, chin to your chest. Inhale to reach up, arch your spine. And exhale to round. One more time to reach up, release your arms, and then bring the hands behind your spine, palms to touch, drawing the arms away from the body and maybe moving a little bit from side to side, opening the chest, and gently release. Bring the palms down into the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, finding our tabletop position. And from here, bring your fingertips to point towards the knees now. So the wrists are facing away from us, and we'll do our cat-cows like that. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, chin to your chest and rounding the spine. Inhale to arch, cow pose. And exhale to round for cat. One more time, inhale to arch. And exhale to round. And then come back to your neutral spine. And bring your fingertips so that they point to the sides of the mat. And then bringing the wrists closer together, starting to shift from side to side, moving a little bit deeper into the wrists here. Maybe starting to draw some circles into the wrists. Feeling it out. And then coming back to our normal hand placement, tuck your toes and start to hover your knees just an inch off the mat. So knees are hovering, the core is starting to fire up. Let's stay with it. One more breath in. And exhale, lift your hips up, coming to our first downward facing dog. You can walk your hands a bit further forward and then start to bend your knees, pedal the feet, move your hips, find anything that feels good in this down dog. Easing into the pose, easing into the legs. And whenever you had enough, you can find stillness. Bringing the feet hip distance apart or maybe a little bit wider if you have tight hamstrings. And then look between your hands, come high onto your toes and start to tiptoe your way to the front of the mat. Bringing the feet hip distance apart, finding a deep bend in the knees. Grabbing opposite elbows and gently rocking from side to side. Letting the upper body hang heavy here. Relax the neck, the arms, stretching into the hamstrings. And then start to find a bit more momentum, so finding a bit more of a rock from side to side. And the next time that you rock over to the right, come all the way up with your arms, drawing a big circle. And then all the way down again, switching sides, over to the left, reaching the arms up high and down the right. Making our sunflowers here, finding your own rhythm and finding an expansive movement. So reaching up high and stretching through the whole side body. Taking one more round wherever you are. And then meeting back in our forward fold. Release your elbows. Heel toe your feet together. And then find your halfway lift. Hands either on the shins or on the thighs. Finding a long spine. Inhale here. Exhale to fold, head down. Inhale, rising all the way up, high mountain, palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale to reach up. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Right arm back, left arm in front. Gaze over the right fingertips. Try to keep your hips squared. Inhale through center. And exhale over to the left. Left arm back, right arm in front. And inhale through center, reaching up. Interlace your hands behind the spine, palms to touch, open your chest, and with the exhale, folding forward, head down, keeping as much of a bend in the knees here as you need. Melting the stomach to the thighs. One more breath. And exhale, release the grip of your hands. Find your halfway lift again. Inhale. Exhale, plant your palms into the mat and step the right foot back and then the left, coming into our high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're high on the tiptoes here. And we want to find a protraction of the shoulders here. So pressing out of the shoulder blades instead of collapsing. So you see you can squeeze your shoulders together and then pressing out of the shoulder blades to protract. You can do this a couple of times just to feel the difference of what it is that we want to find here. And then stay in your protracted shoulders. Lower your knees, chest and chin down into the mat, keeping the hips lifted. Untuck your toes and slide onto your belly with your hands underneath the shoulders, peeling the chest off the mat for our baby cobra. Staying for one more breath in here, maybe lifting a little bit higher. And exhale, press into your palms to lift the hips back up, returning to our downward facing dog. Reconnecting with the breath. And on the next inhale, let's lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your gaze between the hands and step the right foot between the palms, lowering the left knee down and reaching the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Inhale here. Exhale to plant your palms, tuck the left toes, and then step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale to fold, head down. Inhale, let's rise all the way up, high mountain, palms to touch. And exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale through center and exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your spine, lift the chest up. And then fold over your legs here, finding a deep bend in the knees, stomach to the thighs, forehead to the shins. Arms reaching long over the head. And slowly release the grip of your hands, returning to our halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step the left foot all the way back, untuck your left toes, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split, half Hanumanasana. So send your hips back, straighten the right leg, flexing the right foot. And with the next inhale, rebend the right knee, plant your palms, and step the right foot back into our high plank. Right away, protracting the shoulders, so remember that. Pressing out of the shoulder blades. Let's stay one more breath here. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin down into the mat. Untuck your toes and slide forward into our baby cobra, lifting the chest up. Maybe floating the palms off the mat. One more breath. And then pressing back, lifting the hips up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Lower the right knee down and reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Arriving in this pose. Taking one more breath in. And exhale, plant your palms, tuck the right toes and step the right foot to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, high mountain, rising all the way up. And exhale, twisting over to the right, looking over the right fingertips. And inhale through center. Exhale to the left. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale to interlace the palms behind the spine, lift your chest. And with the exhale, folding forward, head towards the shins and really trying to find the stomach on your thighs so you can keep the knees as much bent as you need here. Reaching the arms forward, finding also stretch in the shoulders. And then releasing the grip of the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms, step the right foot all the way back. Lowering the right knee down and reaching the arms up, returning to our Anjaneyasana, softening the shoulders. Inhale in. Exhale, half split, half Hanumanasana. Send your hips back, straighten the left leg, flex the left toes. Inhale here. Exhale to rebend the knee, plant your palms, and step the left foot all the way back, coming to our high plank, palms underneath the shoulders. And from here, lowering the knees down, bend your elbows into a 90-degree angle for Chaturanga. Untuck your toes and lift your chest up for high cobra or upward facing dog by lifting the thighs off the mat, pressing into the tops of the feet, broadening through the collarbones. Inhale in, and exhale, rolling over the feet, sending the hips back for downward facing dog. And we'll continue with our flow. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot between the hands. Bring the left heel down into the mat to rise all the way up to our warrior one. So left foot is in a 45-degree angle, deep bend in the right knee. From here, interlacing the hands behind the spine, lift your chest. Inhale. And exhale, humble warrior. Bring your head towards the mat. The right shoulder is inside of the right knee, arms reaching long forward. One more breath in here. And exhale, release the grip of your hands and bring the palms into the mat, coming onto the left toes, and then reach the right arm up for an easy twist. You can make a fist with your right hand to rotate into the wrist here, one way and the other. And then bring the left hand down to the right and walk over to the left side to come into Prasarita Padottanasana, a wide-legged forward fold, bringing the toes in, heels out, and maybe walking the hands in line with your feet. Thinking of bringing the chest towards the mat, stretching into the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Full breath in, full breath out. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, walking the hands back towards the right foot. And step the left foot forward, sending the hips low, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana, finding a deep bend in the knees. And from here, bring now the hands in front of your heart and twist over to the right. So left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, gaze over the right shoulder, keeping the knees parallel. So try to keep the right knee in one line with the left. Inhale in, exhale through center, and twisting over to the left. So right elbow to the left thigh, gaze over the left shoulder, keeping the knees as parallel as possible. So the left knee now tries to escape. And inhale back through center, reach your arms up. And exhale to fold forward, head down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bring your palms down and step the left foot all the way back. Lower the left knee down, untuck your toes and reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Full breath in. And exhale, half split, sending the hips back, trying to find as much length in the spine here as possible, keeping the hips squared. And we'll do a little twist. Bring the left palm down and reach the right arm up, opening the chest, looking up at the right fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, lower the right palm down, rebend the right knee, tuck the left toes, and step the right foot back, coming into our high plank. And we'll move through a vinyasa with or without the knees. Bend your elbows. And inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, rolling over the toes, hips up. Inhale, lifting the left leg up, three-legged dog. And then step the left foot between the hands. Bring the right foot flat into the mat in a 45-degree angle, rising up for our warrior one. Deep bend in the left knee. And we're going to transition into our humble warrior. So interlace your hands behind the spine, lift the chest, inhale. And exhale to fold forward, bringing the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Head down, neck is relaxed. Inhaling here. And exhale, bring your palms down, come onto the right toes. And I reach the left arm up for our easy twist, making a fist with the hand and rotating one way and the other. And then bring the left hand to your right, walking into our Prasarita Padottanasana to the right side. Toes are in, heels out. And let's find our grip behind the spine, palms together, and reaching the arms over the head, stretching into the shoulder blades. And slowly releasing, bring your palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, walking the hands back towards the left foot. And then step the right foot forward. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, coming back to our chair pose, Utkatasana. So send your hips low. Try to minimize any arch in your spine, reaching the arms alongside the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. And let's twist over to the right. So left elbow to the outer right thigh, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Inhale through center, reaching the arms up. And exhale, twisting over to the left. Right elbow to the outer left thigh. Inhaling in. And exhale, returning to our chair pose. And then folding forward. Bring your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, plant your palms and step the right foot all the way back. Right knee into the mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half split, half Hanumanasana. Straighten your left leg, flex the left toes. And we're gonna move into our twist here. So keep the right hand down in the mat and reach the left arm up, opening the chest, looking up at your left fingertips. Inhaling in. And exhale to bring the left palm down into the mat. Rebend the left knee, plant your palms and step the left foot back. High plank, let's move through a vinyasa, bending the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Continuing with our flow. So let's rise the right leg up. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Bring the left foot 90 degrees into the mat to rise up into our warrior two. So left foot is flat, deep bend in the right knee, arms are extending wide, gaze is over the front fingertips. Inhale to flip the front palm and exhale, reversing the warrior, sliding the left hand down the left leg, right arm alongside the right ear. Inhale back to center, straighten the right leg and then bring the right hand to the inner right shin, left arm reaches up for a full Trikonasana, full triangle pose. And you don't necessarily have to go super deep here with the right hand. Try to focus on drawing the left hip back. And inhale, rebend the right knee, reversing the warrior. Exhale, Trikonasana. So we'll flow a little bit here from our Trikonasana into our reversed warrior. You can find your own pace, your own rhythm, connecting the movement with the breath. And let's meet in our Trikonasana. From here, bring the gaze down, bend the right knee, place the left palm down into the mat, reach the right arm up. We're high on the left toes, easy twist. Shift the weight onto the outer blade of the left foot and step the right foot on top of the left for a side plank. If it's too much, you can bring the left knee down into the mat for a supported side plank. Otherwise, keep both legs stacked on top of each other. And slowly lifting the right leg back up and stepping the right foot between the hands. And then step the left foot forward as well. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, send your hips low. From here we're gonna rise onto the tiptoes, so peeling the heels off the mat, coming high onto the toes, maybe sitting a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And from here rising all the way up, lower the heels into the mat, interlace the hands behind the spine, lifting the chest and folding forward, forehead to the shins, stomach onto the thighs. Inhaling in. Exhale, release your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step the left foot all the way back, left knee into the mat, and rising the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split, half Hanumanasana, send your hips back, straighten the right leg. And we'll move into our little twist. Place the left palm down and reach the right arm up, looking up to the right fingertips, stretching into the hamstring. One more breath in, and exhale, lower the right palm down into the mat, tuck the left toes, and then coming into our standing split on the right leg. So all weight is on the right foot, left leg is lifting up. Try to keep the hips squared, and maybe with your right hand you want to grab onto your ankle. And slowly release, step the left foot back, right foot back, high plank, moving through our Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. And let's move to the left side, reach the left leg up, and step the left foot between your hands, right foot 90 degrees flat in the mat, rising all the way up for our warrior 2. Deep bend in the left knee, arms are extending wide, gaze goes over the left fingertips. Inhale to flip the front palm, and exhale, reverse your warrior. The right hand slides down the right leg, left arm alongside the left ear. And inhale back through center, straighten the left leg, left hand on the inner left shin, right arm reaches up, full triangle pose, full Trikonasana. And again, try not here to go super deep, more focus on drawing the right hip back, so stacking the hips on top of each other. And maybe that means that the left hand needs to come a little bit higher. With the next inhale, reversing the warrior, so rebending the left knee. And exhale, full triangle, flowing here from reverse warrior to our Trikonasana. And meeting in our Trikonasana, in our triangle pose. Rebend the left knee, bring the right palm down, left arm reaches up. Easy twist, coming high onto the right toes. And rolling onto the outer blade of the right foot, stepping the left foot on top of the right. Again, if this is too much, you can also always find your supported side plank. And then slowly lifting the left leg back up, step the left foot between your hands, and then stepping the right foot forward as well. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. Lifting the heels of the mat, coming high onto the toes, and sitting a little bit lower, and a little bit lower, and rising up, heels down, interlace your hands behind the spine, and fold forward, relaxing the head, the neck, reaching the arms above the head. If you like to stretch the hamstrings even more, you can release the grip of the hands and interlace your elbows behind your shins. So grabbing for opposite elbows, hugging your upper body onto the legs. And now let's release, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step the right foot back, right knee into the mat, reaching the arms up, Anjaneyasana, inhaling in. Exhale, half split, half Hanumanasana. Flex the left foot, so we also stretch the left calf muscle. Right palm down, left arm up. A nice gentle twist here, opening the chest. And then lower the left hand back down, rebend the left knee, Let's step forward into our standing split on the left leg. Maybe you bring the left hand to the left shin. Try to keep the hips parallel, so not opening the right hip out, but keeping right hip in one line with the left. Forehead towards your shin. And slowly step the right foot back and then the left. Move through your vinyasa, bending the elbows. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's bring the feet together, gaze between the hands, and hop through, crossing the legs, coming onto the sit bones, or you can also just step forward, bringing the sit bones down into the mat, extending the legs long in front, removing any fleshy bits from underneath the sit bones, and then inhale, reaching the arms up, and exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana, maybe getting hold of the ankles or the feet. Try not to round into the spine here, so we don't want to do this. Then rather keep a bend in your knees. So finding kind of like the same version as we did standing up, that we bring the stomach onto the thighs, forehead onto the shins, with a generous bend in the knees. And the more we do this, the more we're going to be able to straighten the legs. But we want to be really mindful here to not find too much rounding in the spine, so we're not putting any pressure onto the lower spine. And now slowly lifting back up. Reach your arms long in front, round your spine like a C curve, and then start to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae, making your way down into the mat. Pausing for a breath, inhale, and exhale all the way down. We'll start to wind down now. Let's find a reclined figure 4 by bending into the knees and then placing the right ankle on top of the left thigh and interlacing the hands behind the left thigh or around the left shin, whatever feels better for you. Keeping the right foot flexed and stretching the outer right hip. Slowing down the breath. And then release your hands and cross the right leg fully over the left, grabbing opposite shins. So hands are on your shins or the ankles. And then draw the feet towards you. Staying here, one more breath. And exhale, letting go of the shins. And now binding the right leg fully around the left, maybe even finding that eagle wrap, letting the knees drop over to the left. Gaze over the right, arms are extended in a capital T shape. Finding our supine twist, grounding the right shoulder down into the mat. And slowly lifting the knees back up, uncrossing the legs, and let's switch sides. So now the left ankle comes on top of the right thigh, hands interlaced around the leg or on top of the shin, drawing the knee into your chest, stretching into the outer left hip, keeping the left foot flexed to protect the knee. And from here we're going to cross the left knee on top of the right and hold onto the ankles. So left hand is on the right ankle or shin, right hand on the left. And release. Now maybe binding the left leg fully around the right, like an eagle wrap, and letting the knees drop over to the right. Gaze over the left fingertips. Left shoulder is grounding down into the mat for our twist, neutralizing the spine. And slowly lifting the knees back up, uncross your legs. And from here, lift the legs up into a Viparita Karani, or maybe coming into our shoulder stand. So lifting the hips all the way up And bringing the hands onto the lower spine. Feet are pointed up towards the ceiling. Try to not move your neck in this position, so that can be quite dangerous to move the neck, so keep everything still. Legs lifted up, or maybe you're still in your Viparita Karani. We're just letting the blood flow into the opposite direction for a moment. Maybe staying wherever you are, maybe coming into our plow pose by releasing the feet over the head. You can bring your knees to your forehead or extend the legs fully with the tops of the feet into the mat, behind the head. Maybe interlacing your hands and pressing the outer edges of the hands down into the mat. From here you can also move into ear pressure pose by bending the knees and hugging them around your ears. That's a real pratyahara pose, so real sense withdrawal, so blinding out everything else that's happening around us. And let's slowly move out of the pose, so lowering the hips slowly back down, coming straight into Matsyendrasana, our fish pose. Palms are underneath the sit bones, coming onto the forearms and then releasing the crown of the head into the mat, keeping the chest open and lifted. Point through your toes, long through the legs. This is our counter stretch to the shoulder stand. And slowly release, removing the arms from underneath the body, hugging the knees into the chest. And then bring your forehead to your knees, curling yourself into a tiny little ball. Inhaling in and exhale, letting go. And now you can either find a normal Savasana, or if you have a wall close by, then you can find an open leg straddle against the wall as your option for Savasana today. So coming close to a wall and then opening the legs, stretching into the inner thighs. It's a very passive stretch and very relaxing for the whole nervous system. So just find whichever version you like right now and close down your eyes, softening into the mat, into the pose, letting go of any effort, finding softness and ease wherever you are. Bringing your awareness to your third eye point on the forehead between the eyebrows, and consciously softening that area, relaxing the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyelids, and then focusing on that point, allow your whole body and your mind to seize in all the benefits from our practice. And slowly, if you have your legs against the wall, you can bring the knees back together, rolling onto one side. We're gonna meet in a seated position, either cross-legged or sitting on your shins, keeping the eyes closed or gaze lowered. Bring your hands in front of the heart, and then bow your forehead to your fingertips, thanking yourself for the practice, thanking your body for practicing with you. And then blinking your eyes open. I thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope I'll see you soon again. Let me know if you have any feedback. I would be so happy if you give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you haven't already, then subscribe to my channel so you'll stay up to date with all the videos. And if you have questions, just leave them in the comments. I love to connect with you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.